Are you intending on keeping working at the parlor while you get it up and get it going? Like, how are you going to do that side of things? I've only
So
got
I've
a
got
few minutes, so just try and keep it brief if you don't mind.
no, that's okay. So I'm at the massage parlor today again. And so probably over the weekend I will try and get this up and running. I kind of want to be out of there within the next week or two and then get back into private work. Just so I can, yeah, just do my own thing for a little while. Um, I don't intend to be in the massage parlors for very long. Yeah, not at all.
Okay. The only reason I raise it is one of the concerns around pricing is if you have other income, which is enough to at least pay the bills, you have more flexibility and less stress around giving. There's less stress in giving a profile with a slightly higher price point a test, because what I find happens is when people are really desperate for money, like they don't have any other income, and then they put up a profile where the rates are slightly higher, and if they don't get work immediately, they immediately assume it's the rates and they put the rates back down and they don't give it the opportunity. So if you're able to keep a bit of work elsewhere while you launch the profile and give it a bit of time, like at least a couple of weeks,
Mm,
actually give those rates the opportunity, because often what I find with people is even if they'd launch the profile at the lower rates, like what they'll do is they'll put the rates down and then they'll come to me and they're like, oh, I still don't have work. It's like, yeah, because all profiles take a bit of time sometimes, it's not, we can't just wave a magic wand. So the way to manage that anxiety is just if you keep your current work, even just a couple of days, just so you have confidence that your bills are going to be paid, then
mhm.
launch this and lay out, I don't know, set aside 3 days and just take it a bit slower and see what happens in the first couple of weeks. And then if we go a few weeks and it's really not working, then we at least know we've given it a proper test and then we can make a change and you haven't run out of money in the meantime.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that was my fear with the whole pricing issue. Was I was gonna ask if I should come in and just start at a slightly lower rate. Um, but then and then if it starts to do well, then increase as I go. Or yeah, that was basically the question that I had about the whole rates thing was I guess it's my fear. My fear that it doesn't work. My anxiety. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Look, we can do it either way. My preference would be to do the way that I just said. You have income that's already working. As
Hmm.
much as people tend to want to like drop that for whatever reason, my advice is always don't fuck with something that's working. So keep it
Okay.
at the level that you know will give you enough income. And then I would
Hmm.
launch the profile at these rates and give it time, like give it a couple of weeks. And then we make informed decisions. And then you're not jumping around doing all these different things. If you launch the profile and 2 weeks later, all of the inquiries are complaining about price, like you're really having massive issues, then we do one test and we just change the rates. Often you'll find that even when you put the rates down, you still won't get the work. And it's because there's an issue with the profile. It's not that people won't pay the money. And then we need to solve the real issue. So we give it
Okay.
time to actually test stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So just run it for a few weeks and then when it starts to like slow down like consistently, that's when we look at it.
Have we spoken about the tracker before? I'm not sure if we had that
We
when you and
did,
I last
yeah, we
spoke. Yeah.
did.
Cool, cool. Okay. So I would launch it and use that tracker religiously for a 2 week period. And you've booked 4 calls. So the next, what needs to happen with these packages is when you want to book another call, just DM me because you can't book through the platform.
Okay.
And if you have that data, then we'll review the data on that call and I'll tell you like what I think based off actual data. But we need enough data. We need like 2 weeks of data. Otherwise, we're just like shooting stuff in the dark. And if you've dropped your other income, then we get in this really difficult position where
Yeah.
you're like, basically, I need work tomorrow. And it's like, well, we can't just make work tomorrow without getting into a price game. And that's exactly why you're launching this, so you don't have to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right, cool. All right, I'll do that.
If you want to learn more escorting tips, just click the link below this video.